Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I have discussed about how to get or categorize all that blog post data, right? So right now it's displayed as a 1. If you go to that our Facebook, and for the Facebook I have inserted 2 of these posts, right? 2 of this blog post. You can see it's 2 of this blog post is visible. So now friend, in this video I want to update some of the things. Like here there is some of the static text, right? I don't want to display that static text because when we redirect it to the blog details page, they have some of the text. I want to put some of the limitation of our details because I didn't create another field as a short description. If you want to create some of the short description, you can display the short description in here. Rather than you can also add some of the limit. Like if you go to that Laravel official website, if you go to the Laravel official website, if you search with the helper, like as a helpers, I simply open this helpers, and now into this helpers area there is one of the as a str limit. Okay, I want to put some of the limit, so that will be actually this one. So better I copy it. And now I want to do, if you go to here, I want to add some of the description limit. Okay, because for this post they have some of the description. You can see they have some of the description. So here I want to add some of the limit. If you want to add it in our blog details, into the blog details, you can see that is all the static text. So now I want to paste it. I simply remove it, and here I paste it. So our field, here we have to add that our field. I copy that item because right now we are already into the for each loop. With this item we have to access it. So now I want to access it with the item. Okay, now with this item I want to access our field name as a blog description. If you go to that structure, into the structure, that is our blog description. I copy it. Now if you go, now that will be as a blog description. And also when you use that as a blog description, here also you have to update it. Like I right now we don't need this, I remove it. And now I want to use that our blade syntax. Okay, that is a blade syntax. So into this blade syntax, as I told you before, when you use that as a description, they have some of the paragraph, that means HTML code. I want to remove that one. Only I want to display the text. Then you have to use that as a exclamator, right? And that is your limitation. So I want to make it as a 200 character limit. Okay, that means 200 character limit will be displayed. If you now click as a save all, and now if you go, I want to refresh it, and yes, you can see it's now successfully updated that text. Right now that is our total dynamic text. Okay, here I have already created our view page. Like I just simply open it and go to our main home page, because into this home page for our specific this post I have already created as a view page, right? If you now go, I have already created that view. You can see there is a view. For this post I want to go to that read more. If you go to that read more, I have already created another URL as a blog details with the ID, right? So I have already created it. You can see they have some of the text. So that is our total description. So in front of the total description, I simply put some of the limitation. Here it will be display as a 200 character. If you want to make it as increase as a 250, now that will be display as a 250 character. Okay, how to add some of the limitation. Now I hope it's very clear to you. If you refresh it, now that should be counting as a 250 character. And you can see now that is our 250 character. Great. So I have actually used the same description for demo text. So now it's successfully displayed. I think 200 is enough. 200 actually look like better. I make it as a 200, and automatically our helper will be added that dot. You can see it's also added that dot. Great. Here we successfully get this data. Okay, here we successfully get this data, and also I want to update that our URL will be the same that I have already done in our home page. That means in our index page. In our index, if you go here you can see I have already added that link in our read more. I also want to update that link in here, so that now that is our home. If you go to our Frontend, into our home all, and that is our home blog, right? Into the home blog, you can see that is actually our route. So now I simply copy this route. Also I want to update in our blog title, so that will be the same route. I simply update it, and now I want to update the same things in our cat. So in your cat blog, into the cat blog here, our title. So you can see that is actually our title. So into this title area I want to paste it. So right now that will be our route as a blog details I have already created, and now into the for each loop I want to pass that our ID right? So that is our item, the same variable. So if you use that different variable, here you have to use it variable. Okay, now that is the same variable. That means right now that should be work. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you go, I want to refresh our page. Now I refresh it. Okay, I refresh it. I want to check our details page and it's working or not. Like right now you can see that is our two of this post for our Facebook category. So now if you click as a view JS design is detected, you can see it successfully updated that 3 ID and that is for the 2 ID. So now if you click as a here, now it will be return redirect to our blog details with the 3 ID. Perfect. Now that should be loaded. Yeah, you can see the Vue.js design is detected. Everything worked perfectly. So now friend, in this I want to also share another things, like when you go to that our category, like there is a Facebook category, right? So into the Facebook category there have the 2 posts. You can see there is a 2 posts, but I didn't display any category name. So now I want to display this category name. If you want to display it, here first of all you have to get this data. If you go to our blog controller, and here I have loaded our page, right? There is a cat blog details. So first of all I want to take another variable. I take another variable as a cat name. Okay, cat name or category name. I name it as a category name, and category name will be which one? Here that will be the same concept. I want to get our category name that will be in our blog category, right? So into this blog category I want to add the same concept as a find or fail, which will be get our requested ID. Right, the requested ID means a specific 1 ID or the 2 ID or the 3 ID. So that is all that our category name ID. So now I want to get it. So simply get it. So here it will be get that our specific category ID. I take the things with this variable. Now I want to pass it in our cat blog details page. So after that I want to pass it. Now with this we can actually visible our name. If you want to visible it in our details page, into this details page, like there is a home and that is our title, right? Into this title area I want to display this. So that will be the same concept. Here I pass that variable name as a category name, and now with this category name I want to display our field name for the blog category as a blog underscore category. So now that will be as a blog underscore category. How much easy it is, you can see. Now that should be display. Click as a save all, and now our category will be a display. Like right now if you refresh it, yes, you can see it's now successfully displayed as a Facebook category. Right now you understand that is our Facebook category, all that post. And if you go to that Laravel one, now that should be displayed as a Laravel one, and for the Laravel one that have the one post, you can see there is a Laravel one and that is our post, and there is our description is also visible. Perfect. So here how to add some of the limitation with using Laravel helper as the STL limit. I hope you like it very much. Here I have already updated that our URL, our title, that is our category name is visible. Go there, it will be returned direct to the details page. Perfect, right? Perfect. You can see that is our total details. So now actually that is not important. You just simply remove all the things. Okay, and they have some of the data. So right now we don't need this data actually, which is totally fine. And details page or blog, recent blog is display, category name is display. You will also able to get that categorize all the data. So now in our next video I have already designed our blog page, right? That is blog list page I have already created. So this type of one of the blog list. So in our next video I want to actually load our total blog list in our blog area, okay, in our menu area. So how can do this work? In our next video I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.